Good evening and welcome everyone to Friday with Friends. Today's friend, Marjorie. Hello. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Thank you so much for this chat that we're about to have. And it's something that I've been thinking about and I think about very often is that making points practical. That's the title because it just sounds like something. But really, it's taking points from the Merle that we all hear every day, and then how do you experiment with them and put them into use in their life? And just before we came on, you and I were having a little discussion about, this is your life and how you put it in. Would you please introduce that again and tell us what it means to you to put points into practice?
Okay, thank you for first. Thank you for having me. It's a very it's an honor to share and to talk with you because even though we share the same path, we don't have enough time or moments to have these opportunities. So to have it and share with other
Oh, you're
is a
so right.
is a gift. And first. And second, that was first. Second is what you say. My experience is the Merle is the message. It's a beautiful music that we listen and hear every day. And for many years in my life, I was thinking, I was feeling that yes, this is my spiritual life, and this is how I think and behave when I'm with the spiritual people that are like me and with my family. But when I'm at work, when I'm some other people, then it's totally different world. Then it's a chaos. Then it's all what you can find is going to be in my place of work. It's different. I have to be tough. I have to be different. I cannot be sweet and gentle and understanding and comprehensive. No, I have to be tough. I have to be assertive. I have to be on top of everything. And then I realized to start my word. This is me. It's only one word. It's not two. And then I start being happy, and then I start enjoying the path because before it was a struggling, like I have to do it, I have to do it. And we don't have to do it. We have to be. It's the only thing that we can do. Be. And then things start flowing for me. And then the journey start different, start being happy and start letting go of all other things that don't allow me to progress and to put in practice the point because this is for me it's like a marathon, a spiritual marathon. I always say when you do a marathon you don't run, you get your pace, you go with your pace. Everyone has different pace, doesn't matter, keep yours, and then you go to the end. And in that, you left those things that we have. We have ego, we have desires, we have a lot of things that we don't realize we have. But if we pay attention and we look to ourselves, we will find it. And then we find also in those classes, in those Merlis, the answer to how to let it go and how to replace it.
Something I'm already going to take with me what you said. I like the saying, and I don't even know if you said it on purpose, a journey of churning. So that's kind of like what's going to make us successful. Like on this marathon, it's the churning that gives me the energy to maintain my pace all the way through, a little bit of churning all the time. And specifically, I corresponded with you, and I thought, well, let's take last Sunday's Merle and let's take just any point from it, from your viewpoint of how you put something. There's so much in each Merle, every Merle has so much, and they go past, and all the time I feel like it's so overwhelming and overflowing that I can't keep up with all that's there. And I'm always looking for ways to imbibe more. And so that's why I thought of this. So give me something from, take a point from Sunday's Merle and tell me how you put it into practice in your life.
I love the Merle because it has a lot of practical points for the inner self. It's something that we lately been hearing a lot and thinking a lot, and it's about love and happiness and how I can be happy, how I can be content, and what is love to be, what has to be with us. And we when people in general think about love, we think about somebody else. And what Baba is always teaching us is love is in ourselves. And I see a lot of Brahmins, a lot of um, people that are in this spiritual path or any other spiritual path that depend on somebody else to have love, to feel love. And that's where we suffer. So how I can take that suffering away from me? It is not against having a partnership. That's your destiny. That's your path. That's that's your decision. But what the Merle is telling us is have love for yourself first. Find that niche within yourself and expand that love because we have it. That's the most biggest responsibility we need to accept it. We don't accept it, then we have love, then we have peace, and we constantly looking outside. Every time I get hurt, I get upset, I get frustrated, or something don't like it. Even the food, I don't like this food. Oh, it tastes different. I go inside me and say, why, Marjorie? What is bothering you? What is the love? Because anything external cannot affect my inside, my love. And things like I don't like it, then we use a lot, are affecting my inner self. And my inner self is my soul. So I have to take care of my soul and put it in the diamond place, right? Like you say, and shaping and shaping and shaping. And and that's what I do. And that's what I take it from that Merle. I love the Merle. After I review it with another student, and uh, and it really, really, it gives you that wake up. Maybe after many years, I am still waking up, and I like that. Like, wake up, Marjorie. This is this is what it means. This is what you need.
You know, I've already gotten something from you, is that the way that you even talk to yourself reminded me of the same way that you would talk to a small child, that you're teaching, you know, the intellect is teaching the self that, you know, you don't punish or that you're doing something wrong. You just ask yourself, well, why aren't you experiencing this? And then just to try a different approach. See, that a really good parent isn't going to criticize it. And I think that's so, there's the word that maybe really keeps us from happiness is criticism.
Mhm.
And it's, you know, Bob was talking about the three forms of happiness in the Merle. Basically, that's the whole thing. Happiness with the self, happiness with others, which would mean the Brahmin family, and then happiness in service. But all those are dependent on number one, is
Mhm.
happiness with the self, because in my relationships with others, they're going to suffer if I'm not happy with myself.
Right. Everything, it's my relationship with somebody is not harmonious. At least that's the basic that we try to have, right? Then look into myself. What is within myself that is not working? That is not, that I'm not happy with it. Because all goes back to me. not the other. The other has their own path. The other have their own life, their own belief, and for them they are fine. But it's me, the one that is bothering, the one that is not happy with it. We have a tendency to criticize ourselves a lot, but also seeing the other.
Mhm.
And we think that we are right because we have the knowledge. So what better to be right than have the knowledge from the knowledge?
So it's using knowledge, we can use knowledge as a weapon.
Many times we do, and I think one of the ability that we have is accepting that we do and change it. If we don't see it and we don't accept it, I can change it. It's not possible. It's all rationalization of the intellect, but if we don't go deeper, it stay there, stay in the knowledge, in something that I acquire, but I'm not taking to my heart, I'm not taking to my daily life. It's like, there is neurotransmitter in the heart. So there's a whole thing in the body. It's interconnected. So if the body is interconnected, imagine what we can do when the soul connects with the body. And it's the soul who is in control. So that energy, that goes to every place. And then we can project it, we can give it. No correction, like they merely say, do not correct another Brahman. Every Brahman knows what needs to do. Every Brahman knows the knowledge. The path to put it in practice, to clean the heart and to have a clean heart is different because we all have different experience. So we need to have that